my drum, who I have not named. How do you put your energy into technology? That's just weird. I don't know how to make it feel like my presence is felt through this technology. I don't want to seem sleepy because I'm not really. Whoa. Play the drum. Wake up your soul. Wake up your soul. Wake up your home. Manifest your goal. Arise on time. There is no loom. California sunshines and trees. Homeless people, dead bodies in dirty streets. This is the culture of the beach. The famous, the known, they all pass and they never screech. They let it be known you deserve to be out there. You have to catch all the shit I don't want to clean up, so I can't pick you up. It's weird to me how dirty California is. Like, it's almost as if that's the city culture in California, period. Like San Francisco, Los Angeles, most of the big cities in California, it's dirty as fuck. And I feel like the city has a lot of money that it's easy for them to just clean up the streets. Like, all of the big trash trucks that come around, if they would just stop a few days, if they would come around a few times out of the week and just pick up trash on the side of the streets and keep it pushing, the city would be clean. And people pay their money for the city to be clean, because I know that when I paid my taxes this year, I put on there like I want my money to go towards cleaning like the streets, and it's still dirty. But then, like, there's these frequencies of, like, the community should go volunteer to clean the streets. And it's like, what the fuck? To how dirty California is, and the type of dirt that's in California that's been here for years. maybe not thousands of years, but maybe 100 years or maybe more. People don't want to just go pick that up. Like, nobody wants to sit there, dive deep, dig deep in trash. It's like, get the city to clean it up. Pay the city officials, pay janitorial service to clean up the city. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's painful to see so much trash. It's like, ew, I'm walking around in trash. I'm running around LA, there's trash. It's dirty. Clean it. And then, like, on top of the dirty, the unhoused people in LA, there's a lot of them. And I feel like what I saw right now, and I keep saying this to people, but like, I've seen, like, since COVID and quarantine and everything shut down, I noticed that about all of LA's been closed. All of the big buildings downtown, a lot of apartments, a lot of this. Like, there's a lot of empty space that closed because they were deemed non-essential. There's so like, the unhoused people, an easy solution for that is just to give people somewhere to live. Like, give them somewhere to live, get them started in these programs, give them some EDD money to get their IDs, to get clothes, to get food, get them started in the like the job programs. Like, I signed up because with quarantine, like, I became unhoused in LA. Like, I lived on Venice Beach, I lived downtown, like, across from City Hall for a few months. There was protesting, but really, whatever. I don't, where was my point? So now, with all that, like, I got on EDD. I'm using EDD. I use it to start my business, to start my brand. I used it to get my ID, to pay off a fine that I had that, like, kept me from driving. And so now, like, I even signed up for food stamps, and I'm like, okay, I want to work these steps to get myself integrated in some way, shape, or form in society, because it's like, I don't want to be unhoused in the world. Nobody does. And so the city has resources to get these people off the street, and they're doing nothing, and it's like, ew. So there's that. Segment 1 of this episode: unhoused people in LA. Clean up this dirty city. We have so much money, and really, like, the state of California, we have so much resource, and we are so forward, but really we're not, but we're so forward that, like, we can even become the first state to go completely rent free. And the money that the city earns from rent, there's so many other ways to earn that, especially if everybody's rent free. We're just working because we want to, not because we have to, not because the city's dropped down on our backs. And now the unhoused people are now back in society because it's rent free. They have somewhere to live. The struggle is different. So now there's different types of existence for people. There's different job markets. I don't know what everybody will do, but, like, there's a lot to be done. And people really just need a hand. Like, a lot of people come to LA to get that start in life, and they end up homeless, and it's like, damn, homie, never even got a chance. So that's where I stand in LA. Like I mentioned, like, I was downtown unhoused for a bit, and I was protesting, per se, and that's why I even went out. That's how I got into protesting, because I'm like, unhoused people just living on the street, like, they're living outside of state official buildings. Like, across from City Halls, there's still people unhoused out there. And it's like, I went out there because I'm like, this is the first step towards any solution that we're looking for. Like, the reason people are uprising, the reason people are protesting, there's a war against the police, there's so many things going on right now. And for me, the easiest place to start is to get people off the street, give them a place to live. And then I would tackle prostitution, but that's just me. Not everybody. I mean, some prostitutes may not want to stop being prostitutes. I don't know. But for me, like, that, I would tackle that. Like, how else can we get these girls work to where that they don't have to compromise on their body, on their being, to get ahead in life? And if we went to the first rent-free state, would these girls be working the streets that hard if they didn't have to pay rent? They had other ways of supporting themselves, because now you don't have rent on your head. You have so much free time 40 hours a week usually pay people's rent. 40 hours a week, take 1 week, re-envision your life to do something else, knowing that you don't have to worry about rent, the state would fucking flourish. But that's just me. Naive or sweet, fish it out. It's real. Like, there are solutions for every major problems that we have with our state. There's some simple ass solutions, and I just feel like the people in power, they don't care. They don't give a fuck to come up with solutions, like, at all. I think that was J. Cole's line. But either way, back to my drum. That was just my little spiel for now. Maybe the next one will be different, or it'll all be about this. Yeah, and I feel like I'm not even going to get into celebrity culture in LA, because I would like to be a celebrity in LA, but I would like to, if I'm here in LA and I've lived in the hood, I've been homeless, like, I lived on Venice Beach as an artist, like, I really did. So, like, experiencing these things would make me want to be like, okay, I'm definitely gonna help people out. But even not experiencing those, the type of person I am, I'd be like, hell yeah, I see this, I have a power, I have a solution, I'm a help. Like, everybody, I mean, people want that scale to compare, like, oh, you're on house, I got this mansion, or you're on house, I have this, or da 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 da, to keep classes in check. But it's like, no, you're human, I'm human. At the end of the day, we both got to be here together, you know? So I really like my face. Whew. It's pretty, although I'm having a little bit of problem on the side right here, just a little, but you know, my Command skincare gonna take care of it. And like, eventually I'll do a video to show you guys like where I started with this, like a lot of stuff here, like here, like here, and it was like here, and it was beginning to feel like cystic acne, but like it's not. It's like from random spirits, maybe some diet, like eating too much fast food, too much processed food that I didn't handle myself, maybe being too stressed, some DNA problems, stuff like that. And you know what, even these systems that give us money, like EDD, food stamps, they be fucking with you too. So I haven't ruled none of those out. Either way, I'm just working on correcting, cleaning, and getting through with it. And I want to vibrate that out, like correcting, cleaning, not only for skin and for body, but like for everything I just mentioned before, like for helping the city, for helping the people. Like, I want to see that change. So if it's even a thought throwing out around, or even this recording that the right person will hear it, or the right frequency, somebody picks up on it and they're like, okay, I do have a solution, I have a key, I have the power to get this done, I have the platform. And this is it. Like, to model, when I wanted to model, I wanted to have that platform to speak on things like this. And so now that I have this, you know, I'm here, I'm chilling, playing my drum, I'm just gonna talk, and I'm hoping to see a star. Like, I'm tired. And then the other thing is sending the police, LAPD, or the sheriffs to just take the people's stuff on the street and throw them away, because that's what they did to us when I lived downtown. They just came at 3 a.m, they threw away all of our stuff. We had, because we're a protest group, we had supporters. So we had people coming in, giving us stuff that we could give to our unhoused neighbors. We could do a lot. We were doing stuff. We were trying to move forward, but they just came, shut it down, took all of our stuff, left us in the street, left people who were already in the street more in the street. So yeah, that's not a solution. You can't just move people from where they're posted and put them nowhere. Like, I'm gonna just go down the street and post, you know? Like, and apparently they started doing that on Skid Row, but Skid Row is bad. So like, I feel that, but it's like, do something productive. Stop wasting people's time, stop wasting your time, stop wasting energy. Just do it. Find a solution. Like, as a state, we should vote on that. I would vote. I've never voted, but I would vote. Like, as a state, we could pass a bill for no more for no more rent, like no more rent. And they had protesters for no more rent, but only until COVID is over. And it's like, no more rent until COVID is over because you don't want to be homeless, but no more rent for all these people on the street who's been homeless for years, waiting for this no more rent to pass. And it's not that they're waiting and being lazy. They just don't have solutions or resources. Because, like, I wasn't being lazy when I became unhoused. I just didn't have solutions or resources, and I didn't really want to get on food stamps or get in the housing program. I really fucking didn't. But, like, you know, like, chest out, shoulders back. Like, what am I gonna do? It's so fucking expensive to live in California. So expensive. Yeah. If anybody watches this and they know anything about DNA, comment below. Anything you know about DNA, comment below. I'm working on cleansing, activating, awakening my DNA. All of those words are so fucking overused on the media that I'm scared to use them myself. But I don't know what other word to use. And I sincerely would like to just see myself come to life, like, for all that I am and all that I could be. I want to see that. And so I'm doing some work, but I don't really know what I'm doing. So any type of advice would be great. And while I'm telling you how to do stuff or asking you how to do stuff, like and subscribe. Cause I could connect the dot. To make a YouTube channel, but I was afraid that, like, I wouldn't know what to say, I wouldn't get the words right, and, you know, sometimes I mess them up, but I'm happy that I'm doing this. I feel already free and light. I'm like, okay, I know that I have a potential job that could really work, so I don't gotta stress. If I had to go to heaven or hell, somewhere in between I would stay. There is no balance, but I would decay. I don't like that at all. That was a program in my mind. And that's the thing, guys. It's too soon to open up about all my secrets, but decay is a projection. Disease, decay, they're all projections. Like, and here's how it works. Like, I've been speaking about subconscious to you guys a lot, so here's how it works. Like, if thoughts and frequencies words come in my head, right? You have ingoing thoughts, outgoing thoughts. That's a video I watched on here, and it really helped me to distinguish, like, which one of these thoughts am I creating and which one of them are just coming in or passing by, or like, what are they doing? So like, if you don't know the difference on some passing thoughts get stuck, and again, they're in your subconscious. What was my point? I forgot my point. If it comes back, we'll go through. Oh, decay and sickness are projection, and they're not real. Only if you believe them. Only if you let them sit in your subconscious will you start to live that. Only if you let them sit there. Only if you believe that every time you have sex you'll catch an STD, you'll catch an STD. If you believe that you walking outside, the air will give you COVID, shit, that might just be like, if you believe that you'll get cancer from the sun, bitch, cancer from the sun. Like, if these, and they're not just you creating them. Again, I feel like they're projected first in your subconscious, and you live in your subconscious. Your subconscious mind creates 90% of your reality. So if 90% of your reality is created from your subconscious, your entire life, except for a small 10%, probably when you're sleeping, which is where that overriding of your subconscious comes in, you're living these things. And it's like, how can you heal your subconscious? And that sounds, but all you have, and it's not even all you have to do, because it's a lot of work. That's why I was asking for advice earlier, because like, what am I going to do to work on my junk DNA, my DNA that's asleep, to wake it up, to get these thoughts and these projections and these vibrations out? Because they're not me. I'm not decaying. Like, I feel good, I look good, I'm strong, my soul is strong, you know? So yeah, I don't stop. Like, I hear these words and I hear these thoughts, I'm like, no, not mine, nah. Even to the point that now I have an invisible pendulum in my mind, where it's like, okay, thoughts come in, swing it back and forth. I create a thought, I don't like it, it's coming up my root, swing it back and forth. It's in my heart, swing it back and forth. Go to heaven, go to hell, go to heaven, hell, heaven, hell. And it's like, go back and forth until there's a balance of truth of who I am. Like, if you're gonna sit here in thought, in frequency with me, it's in truth. It's not, I'm not gonna allow these negative space to fill me up. It's just not okay, and I don't want it. Keep it. Is it like a lack of communication or personal interaction? So like, now I'll talk to my screen and I'll feel connected to you all. Is it, for me, it is trying to get money? Is it, I have these thoughts in my head and I really need a sounding board? That's a good one. That's a good reason to YouTube, because it's like, you never know who that sound will connect to, and that's good. You're promoting your thoughts, you're promoting your mindset in that way, so that's amazing. Baby question, comment below if you have an answer. Do you ever feel like you speak to people's Instagram? And if you speak to them, can they hear you? Can you hear them? That's a crazy thought, but it's not. So I haven't smoked in 4 days. Today is day number 4. Really 5 days, because I smoked Monday morning. I hit a dab, just one. Then I haven't smoked since. I have not smoked since Monday morning. I've been fasting. I fast. I like to eat. I eat a lot. And I know when people fast, they usually fast from like eating. But I fast from a lot of things. I fast from music. I fast from eating. I fast from smoking. I really want to fast from talking, but I haven't done that yet. I did it once for maybe 3 hours. Maybe 4. And that was cool. Like, I really enjoyed it. And I see that there's so much power in that, like a stillness of breath, if you will. It's like, I'm just gonna hold me. I'm not gonna let me out. I have nothing to say. I have no interjections. I have no communication. I'm just gonna be still, and whatever you say is okay. Whatever I don't say, you be okay with it. I'm just gonna be here in me. And that I like that. So I like to do those things. I fast from society. I think I spoke to you guys about my desert life. So I like to do that. I like to go off grid and like take a break from people, the world, and just be like, boop, 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 boop. Yeah. So I like that. You can't tie me down. You ain't gonna tie my tongue. 'Cause I'm been around. I'm a wrong frequency and I'm sound not broken nowhere around. In my heart, I've got to spin my pendulum to make sure I am my king. Not waiting around, 'cause I really got this thing. Make myself din. Oh, I enjoy being myself. Like, I love myself. I love being alone. I love my drum. I play my guitar. I really enjoy my being. And I would really like to understand my soul a little bit more so that I can love my soul. Because I love my soul. I love my energy. I love my essence. I love all that I am. And it's not that there's no pain. There's a lot of pain. But I love it. I've always been this happy, this smiley, this easygoing. And it's like, maybe this comes from doing spiritual work in like some past lives. Like, I really got down and I really did it. And so now I'm just here to, I keep saying it, like I'm just balanced. I'm here to balance things, like superficial things, intimate things, spiritual things, societal rings. Like, I'm really just here to balance, you know? Like, the unhoused people in the dirty LA I was talking about, that's a really big project of balance, but I would really like to balance that. That would be amazing. If I just one day I woke up on the news, there were no more homeless people because everybody got housed. The state of California is rent-free and people are finding other ways to support each other, to give. Imagine the nation, socialist nation. You take a little, give a lot. Take a little, give a lot. The balance flows and it's not trapped. Yeah, I like that. I could imagine that world. Like, I could see it, I could feel it, I could breathe it. It's so easy. And I feel like if we were not forced to work, like if there was not a workforce, it's literally called the workforce. So if there was no workforce and you weren't forcing me to do shit, like, I'd be happy to do so many things. Like, I feel like I'm a talented person. I'd be happy to spread my talent and my knowledge and just be out here oneness with y'all, working out, you know? I would be happy to do that. And I feel like there's more people who would be happy to pitch in as they're on their journey, because it's like, nothing is required of me. There's no obligation. There's no pressure on my shoulder. You're not forcing me. You're not making me do nothing. Like, fuck. And then you're not trapping my energy into whatever you're doing. And that's a big thing. There's a lot of trapped energy. And I see that. I pray these people free themselves. They wake up and they're like, I am not a shell. You cannot breathe in me because I have my breath. I can't correct it. You cannot erect nothing. Like, I am all that I am, nothing else. I am. In the back of my mind is somebody right now. Sending love and light to you. I got a detach so I could speak. my mind when I'm singing, I'm like, what if I become famous for singing and somebody discover me? But not really. If I was the genie, I'd be like, wish granted. Alright, if I can make a beat to twerk to, what would that be? Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Into the baseline. Sweet up is fine. It's funny because I go to this drum circle and I never dance, but like I love the drum and I like when they play, but my body just can't move to somebody else's sound. And you know what else? Never mind. My body cannot move to somebody else's sound. I wouldn't even be mad if y'all don't dance to my sound, because I'm like, y'all would just be on my frequency. Like, I can't really move to your sound. And that's only recent, like, and it's always been maybe because I've always felt like my body moved differently than any other person I see. And I hear music that makes me want to dance. Not really. I hear music that should make me want to dance, but I don't. And like, I've been in stages where I do dance, but I felt like my rhythm was off. Something was wrong. So like, yeah, I don't know what happened to music. I don't know. So that's why I'm trying to create my own sound, so I can find something to move to, because I really enjoy dancing and I just want to feel free. Like, I want to feel free. I want to feel unattached, unbounded by everything. Like, I want you off my back, and I don't want to be on nobody's back. Like, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to with people. Like, I'm just trying to be. And I want everybody else to be. That's it. If I could create a utopia, everybody gets their own musical device. You have to make your own sound to correct your DNA. You have to really find yourself. Find yourself. I probably won't post this one because it's a lot and I may sound crazy, but I'm not. Find yourself. Find yourself. You know what really fucks me up? What has fucked me up, actually, like really fucked up my trajectories, if you will, like my future predictions, my future situations, like believing somebody else's mantra that they wrote online, like seeing somebody else write, I am, I will, my future, da da da, and really believing it, or listening to those mantras that are supposed to help you rewire your subconscious on YouTube. Those fucked me up, because then it's like those took over the place in my space where I was supposed to decode myself, where I was supposed to set myself up for my future of like, hey, I got this. This is what I'm gonna do. This is how it's planned. This is how I believe in myself. This is what I tell myself to believe in myself. Yeah, that has fucked me up. Like, just listen to other people's words and believe in them so truly, so deeply that they became me. They became one within me, which is everything I've been saying about rewriting your subconscious, somebody else speaking for you, somebody else thinking for you. And it's not, when I say projections, it could be you taking up somebody's words too, because now their thoughts and frequencies are projected inside of you, but only because you took them on. You feels? It's not always at the government, oh, they're trying to get us. No, it's not that. It's us. It's me. It's me going to sleep with YouTube I am playing in my background, bitch. Ooh. and they're little, and it's like, what? And some of them are good because like I felt like I listened to a theta frequency on here and I really liked it. And now I'm able to even create my own frequency and like a mantra of like, I can't do it right now. I don't know. It's a frequency I could create when I'm in like a zone that I need to be healed. And the theta frequency is a healing frequency. It's a green light, and green is high vibrational. Green is the elixir of life. Like those frequencies, that's what theta frequencies on. So like it's a good frequency, but it's like, who remixed it? Who created it? Is this really what it is? What is a frequency? What's a theta frequency? And should you listen to it from YouTube? Or should you try to make it yourself? Or do you have to listen to it first and make it yourself? But these things, you learn a lesson, you go along your way. My head is telling me to hurry up and hang up, but that's just negative energy coming in my way. So I'm gonna let it fly, and I'm gonna continue to beat because I know that tomorrow I'll make another video, and this one's not done yet. How long is too long for a YouTube video? I'm gonna end it on that.